Yeah, I'll be asking few questions about Holi. Hi everyone. How is, can I see some can I see some thumbs up symbols in the chat session? How are you all? Hi. How did you enjoy your Holi, guys? I can see very less responses. Can I see some Great, great. So enjoyed your Holi, guys. I guess everyone will be tired of playing these all. I have few questions to you all. Very bad. Can I know why your Holi went bad? Happy Holi, Omkar. Guys, we are so less today. Not even 200 plus. Please share the link with your friends soon. A long day. Now we celebrate Holi. So, with so many sessions. Oh, it's okay. We are just 2 days long to go. Less and more. Can I see? Okay, guys, I have few questions to ask. So, the first question, give a holiday. Why, Vignesh, you're so tired playing Holi? So, how was my Holi, Ravi Babu? Yeah, it's just simple. I took a happy sleep and come. So, I'm a hostler, so it's a sleepy day for me. And I took a time for myself and completed everything. I don't know. I see very less people today, and you people are so sleepy. I guess no comment section is also going very slow. Okay, let's start with the questions. So I have a small question to you guys. So if you could have any, let's start with the question. Sorry, there was a network issue from my side. So, if you could have any superpower to enhance your coding skills, what would be and why? Anyone in the people? So, if you have any superpowers and you want to enhance your coding skills, and what would you do and why? Guys, come on. AI bot which can assist me to write a code in languages and help me with the logic. That's cool. Get AI as a path of sense. Yeah, that would be great. Like we can use our both the senses and work, common sense and the AI sense. So we can explore and we can go ahead. I would opt a power like a Spider-Man and jump from my bug. Haha, that's funny. Practice, practice makes man perfect. Cool. Directly talking to the computer. Anyhow, we talk to computer, right? What's the difference? I would say super brain. Okay, let's move on to the next question. What's the funniest or the most unexpected bug you have encountered while coding? Like when you start coding, na, if you have encountered any bug, what's that and how did you overcome it? When I got Benton watch, so I can intelligent in all the universe. Semicolon. Wow, that's a common thing we all missed. Indentation. Yeah, like if we keep on checking, but we don't find the error in the code, and last it would be an indentation and semicolon error, and that would be a kind of a happy and sadful expression for us. Printf syntax error. Oh, a nerd. Nice. So everyone encountered a semicolon error. Yeah, that's common for everyone. That's cool. Exception. Okay. Semicolon, semicolon. Oh, everyone got their point near the semicolon itself. Indentation. Mainly indentation and exception out of boundary. That's true. Sometimes we'll be getting that. Forgot to write the brackets after the loop beginning and ending. Logical error. I have a three villains of my life. One is indentation, semicolon, and bracket. Wow, that's good. Indentation out of range. Yeah. So everyone will be stucking near the indentation and semicolon, brackets, and index out of range. Okay. Okay, coming to the next question. So if you have to describe your programming journey using a movie title, what would be? Like what kind of movie title you would want to give to your coding journey or anything? Describe it. Missing parenthesis. Okay. Looping of infinity. Chinchan. Yeah. Kabhi kushi kabhi gum. Yeah, that's true. If the code works, it's happy, and if code doesn't work, it's sad. Animal. Uh-huh. Never ending story. That's true. Chronicles of coding. Cool. Bahubali. Okay. I'm human. Flying up with flutter. Okay, that's cool. Oppenheimer. Errors never end. I'm a human parody or I'm a robot nerd. Okay. Killing of Flower Moon. Bug's Life. Okay. Mission Impossible coding. But we got some AI tools to work on. So we need to have a mastery in that in order to succeed. Okay, Oppenheimer. One Piece. Oh, I guess you're all the fans of Naruto and those all anime. Okay, coming to the next question. What's one piece of tech from your science fiction you wish was real and could help you in your projects? Okay, I'll be repeating the question again. What one piece of tech from the science fiction you wish was real and could help you out in your projects? Pursuit of Happiness, Time Machine, okay, Arc Reactor, Javis. I'm getting to hear new words today, many. Doraemon. Yeah, I guess every childhood dream is to get a Doraemon in a real life. Infinity Stone, okay. Friday, Iron Man. Kitaretsu. Oh, oh, nice. Superpower. Hmm. Dora bag. Yeah, sometimes. Captain America. Thanos at my corner of the moon. Okay. Quantum computer. Hmm. Interstellar. Jenny as my friend. Benton. Then get this big pocket out of the expedition. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the next question. So, coffee or tea? What is your ultimate coding beverage you take to keep your ideas flowing? What do you prefer, coffee or tea? Or else any other drinks if you have? Tea, coffee, tea. Coffee and tea both? Chai. Tea, coffee, coffee. Okay. Yeah, coffee, the caffeine which goes into it keeps the ideas flowing. That's cool. Guys, can I know from which year everyone are right now? Like you're from first, second, third, and fourth, or else an other degree in the chat session. Kurkure, a different one. Cool. Whichever is free. Haha. Second, first, second, third, second. That's good to see everyone from a BTech background here. Second, third year, third year. Okay, 16th year on the Mars. Oh, oh, okay. Guys, another question. After like yesterday, we taught you about the ML Olympiad, etc. No, like how many of you did the research about it after the session or today morning? Like got to know about the ML Olympiad. Like who got like, are you going to submit it? Yep. Okay, you did a research on ML Olympiad. That's cool. Okay, you saw Dinesh Shaw. It's crazy girl. Okay, Omkar, Nitin, Umesh, Tamil Magan. Okay, cool. Did you understand? And would you like to submit it? Yes. Okay, cool. Yes. Is it easy or tough, guys? Like after we took an example and explained you about it, right? Did you feel it easy or cool? Doesn't seem simple with ma'am. Yes, it's simple. Then you nailed it, guys. So you can just submit it and wait for the results. Moderate, okay. It's tough. It's simple. Okay. Anish, good morning. Now it's good night gonna be. Moderate. If I say easy, then I'm lying to myself. That's true. Like big who are beginners of machine learning, it seems to be little moderate to hard level. Like we need to work on that before we submit it. You have your plans after 10 a.m. Sure, we'll be starting in 5 more minutes. Mohan sir will be joining soon. Mohan. I see very less people today. Can I know why? It's it's not even 250 plus, just 230 people. IPL. Okay, which teams are playing today? IPL. Happy Holi, guys. Holi and IPL. True, true. Start fast. Yeah, we'll be starting in 2 minutes. We are waiting for the people to join. Man, because of Holi effect. That's true. Did everyone play in the play? All the people who joined the live session. Did you guys play? RBC and Punjab. Okay, today match is regarding. Got it, got it. No, few people played Holi, few people haven't. It's okay. It's RCB. Sorry, sorry. No, not at all. Here in North, we people go to each other's house to take blessings. That's what no one are here. Okay. Whom do you support? I support SRH and RCB. What's your name? My name is Charashma. Okay, when did we get certificates? Okay, you'll be getting it after the last day. We will be taking some time to check and generate the certificates. I hope everyone here joined the WhatsApp group and the community channel. So all the updates are in the session itself. Please support CSK Akka. Sure, sure. Start fast. Yeah, we are starting the session. So, welcome to the day sets of Machine Learning Bootcamp. So, we are in a 5+ day streak and we are on to the sixth day. Coming to today's agenda. So, today we'll be learning how improving model and performance of metrics, etc. And we'll be seeing few details about the Olympiad, etc. So, I hand over the session to the speaker, Moinuddin, to carry on further. And this bootcamp is brought to you by Google Developer Student Club in collaboration with TensorFlow User Group Hyderabad.
So, did you miss me? Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? Yeah, we started 30 minutes late. Wow, that's a new record. Thank So, guys, firstly, Sorry for being late because, of course, I knew that today you guys will be a bit tired playing Holi and all. And of course, a lot of people are maybe enjoying your holiday. So today I'm keeping it very concise, very small, and very straight. So, guys, no extra stuff today, and we'll be directly diving into some things. And at the end, I'll be explaining what sort of project are we going to do. So, guys, stay tuned. So today what we'll do is basically three things. Let me uh, go and show you. Firstly, guys, we'll discover about metrics. So why basically metrics are needed. I'll keep it very concise and straight to the point. And then what we'll do is we'll try to plot some metrics, evaluation, loss, and all. And then after that, I'll tell you some what do we say, more things about what do we say metrics, and then I'll clear each and every of your doubt regarding ML Olympiad. So, guys, if you are participating in ML Olympiad, that's very good. And if you are stuck somewhere, if you don't know how to make suggestions and all, I mean, sorry, submissions and all, please let me know. I will help you out. And then we will move forward to uh, sketch an outline of how our project is going to be and how we will be going to do that. And tomorrow the whole 1 hour is going to be completely hands on. There will be very less presentation and more code. So, guys, tomorrow what we'll do and all, we'll try to figure it out right now. So the next 30 minutes are of course very very crucial. So, guys, please uh, stay very very attentive, and if anyone is not joined yet, please ask your friends to join so that we can have a very intense session today. All right, guys, so let's start about metrics. And also there is a bonus that also, just a minute, guys. Yeah, just like I said, there's a bonus, and the bonus is again Kaggle competitions today. Let's also have a few insights on how to make a better submission and how to stand out uh, in ML Olympiad. So, guys, let's get started. So, firstly, before we start, this is what I say every day, and also I'm saying it today, that you need not install Python, you need not install any IDE, you need not have VS Code and all to do stuff today. So basically, what we'll do is also continue today in Kaggle, and tomorrow we will move to um, something offbeat, something like a local IDE or something like that. Because of course tomorrow we're going to do a project, and of course we'll deploy it off. All right, so guys, have a nice what do we say, interactive thing in the chat. You guys can talk among yourselves. You also can talk with me, and if you have anything, you can simply drop down the chat. I'll keep switching between my presentation and the chat so that I can see if you guys are talking about something, and I'll try to answer that as well. So let's go ahead. Firstly, why metrics? So, guys, uh, why do you think metrics should be used? Yep, guys. So, why do you think metrics should be used? Anyone? Any good answer? Any good amount of knowledge? If you have, please try to put some light. Yep, one person is saying for more accuracy. That's right. Uh, it is not to understand easily, but it is like uh of course for more accuracy and also for better performance. So yep, also nerd is saying because this bootcamp's got Kaggle, not exactly, because see, collab has got its own problems all for importing exporting data sets and all, and you have to you get installation problems and all, and for locally setting up Jupyter notebook and all, that will take another separate session. So Kaggle is one stop solution for everything, so that's why Kaggle. And of course, Kaggle is a product of Google. That's why. Okay, so measure performance, monitor performance, multi-dimensional purpose. Yes, 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 maybe for optimization. Yes, a lot of right answers. So let me give you a brief explanation on why we use metrics. So, guys, basically, metrics are very, very important for model performance because let's say that uh, there is a cricketer. Everybody is talking about IPL. So let's talk about cricket. So let's say there's a cricketer. He needs to be matching some criteria to get selected into one team. So also there should be some physical criteria as well. So I think a lot of you know about yo-yo test, right? yo-yo test. So Virat Kohli also took yo-yo test. A lot of people take the yo-yo test to understand on what uh, level they stand and on what level they have to more focus on. So that is all, that is the reason why everything needs a metric. So we also need a metric, we also need some cutoff mark to join some course or something. We also need to have some prerequisite knowledge to do something. So just like that, that is one part of it. But to release a model, to make sure the model is production ready, we need to make sure that it is very accurate, it is providing good level of response without any errors. So that's the very reason we use metrics. So additionally guys, what happens is metrics are not only used to check if one model is right. Let's say that I have 4 5 models, I'm using ridge regression, OLS ridge, SVR, logistic, and linear. These type of 3 4 5 different types of regressions are there. I'm using all of them. So I'll use metrics to find out which gives me the better result. So that is also another very good, uh, what do we say, reason to justify that this model is better and this model is better performing than other models. So that is the reason why we use metrics. So if you want, you guys can note this down or take a screenshot of this. And also guys, this can be done differently. It can be done on the same data using different models, also using different data on the same model. So this can be used in different ways. So that's the very reason metrics are very very important. So guys, let's first see what type of metrics do we use. There is a separate library called as TensorFlow Metrics. So I'll just a minute share the link of TensorFlow Metrics in the chat, so that you guys can go and see um, the documentation of it. So Keras also provides a metric. So it will be something like that module, the very module will be something like tf.keras.metrics. So I'll find it out from somewhere on Google and I'll try to put it in the chat. Yeah, here you go, guys. You can go and see this documentation if you want to read more about metrics. So moving ahead, I'll tell you what all types of metrics do we use. Firstly, guys, these are the basic ones: accuracy, precision, and recall. So these are, what do we say, very often used. A lot of people use this very often. Firstly, guys, it is called as accuracy. So when there is this function called as tf.keras.metrics, from that there is this function called as accuracy. So when we use this, as you can see on the screen, how I have written it. So when you use this function, what happens is it basically takes all the labels one by one. Whatever labels you have, it takes everything one by one, and uh, what do we say, it kind of does some math and comes up with a number. Okay, so it's like considers all the labels, does some math, and comes up with a number. So in layman terms, I'm trying to explain it. So that is what accuracy gives you. So I'll also share you some, yeah, that the very link which I gave, in that there are these things. You can simply do a control F and search, and you can what do we say, see what is inside it as well. So also you can also see some code examples also. Let me present my screen and I'll show you. Just a minute. Share it. Okay, yeah, here you go. So if you can see my screen, this is the exact, what do we say, documentation from TensorFlow for the accuracy metric which we are talking about. So as you can see here, it is also giving us a usage example in which, just like I said, here we are taking a data, and on that, what do we say, we are doing some math, and when once we compile this, it is giving us a sort of metric. So guys, that is how this is used. Also, if I go one step back here in the link which I shared in the chat, why is this not loading? Yep. So this is the link which I gave in the chat. So here there are a lot of different metrics which we are going to discuss today. There is accuracy, then there is F1 score. Yesterday we did R2 score, if you guys remember. Then there is mean absolute error, mean square error. If there are any quant loving guys, any math loving guys, you would definitely know what these are. Mean square error and mean absolute error. So let's not waste time and get back to our presentation. So guys, go through that link, go through the documentation. It'll be very beautifully written and you'll be having a nice sort of explanation. And if you are feeling like there is a problem, you guys cannot understand anything, you can come to us in the chat, we'll try to explain something. Or you can simply google any, if you get any error, if you get any doubt, you can simply google it off, because a lot of people have already answered it. So here we go. Coming to precision and recall. So guys, precision exactly means, see, accuracy, precision, these are two different words. In English itself, these both have different meanings. So accuracy and precision, they are different. So just like accuracy takes all the labels. See, let's say what do we say, we did the car example, right? The type of the car. So if I try to run accuracy on it, what will happen is it will consider the prediction and it will match the prediction with the data set which I give. The data set which I get, the number of seats and horsepower. If you guys remember day 3, I think. Day 3. If you guys remember day 3, guys, can you please put something in the chat so that I understand you guys are following. So, yep, on day 3. Yes, all right, perfect. So, guys, on day 3 or day 2, I'm not sure. On day 3, I think we did um, a example in which I showed supervised machine learning, in which we took horsepower and number of seats, by which we predicted type of car. In that, there was a array, right? That array was taking a sort of list where we had label and features mapped. Actually, just the labels mapped, not the features. So, uh, sorry, just the features mapped, not the labels. So there, our features were horsepower and number of seats. So what basically accuracy will do is, when we enter a input, let's say the test data or the prediction, so it will map it to the existing data set and see how many labels did it match. So if it matched right, it will give that number of accuracy. So that is how accuracy works. Now how precision works is, um, out of how many predictions we got. Now the car example won't work here because in that only one prediction was made. So now let's take another example where we did MNIST data set. We predicted it using a test data, right? We took 20% of the data set as test data. From that we did different iterations. So from that, how many positive predictions, how many are correct. So that is how precision will work. So that is the difference between accuracy and precision. So if you guys like feel like this is a bit like a bit overboard, so I can slow down and explain you stuff, but like time is not allowing. So what you can do is go through documentation and it will help you out. And definitely I'll give you this presentation so that you can understand this. So of course, basically recall is like something different from accuracy and precision. So it is like, what do we say, first comes accuracy, which to all the models prediction, it matches the labels, and then the precision, which takes only how many number of or how many iterations of positive predictions have made and how many of them are correct. Then recall, then out of all the positive labels, how many the model did correctly predict. So it is like, what do we say, giving you one sort of idea to check based on your data set. So your data set can be of different types. So based on that, you have to select this metric and uh, see which one is like going better with it. So let's move ahead. There is not only this, but there are also some mathematical sort of metrics which we are using to predict better performance of the model. So here we have F1 score. If you remember guys, yesterday we used R2 score. Yesterday and also day before yesterday we used R2 score. So that score basically gives us, what do we say, like, imagine in this way, that there is one thing which is doing some math and giving us the efficiency, or what do we call, how better the model is. It is giving us a number on how accurate the model is. So basically, that is that part of math. So F1 score is like, what is simply the harmonic mean of precision and recall. So if you guys see a pattern over here, first there is accuracy, which does everything, then there is precision, which is much finer, then there is recall, which is much more finer, then there is F1 score, which is basically taking the harmonic mean of precision and recall both and making it more fine. So that is how it is. Then coming up to one of the most favorite metric which is used by a lot of ML engineers, mean absolute error and mean squared error. So guys, these things basically we have at all of our colleges, and I think some people also have it at school, maybe in 12th or 11th, I'm not sure. And these things, mean absolute error, mean squared error, all these quadratic stuff, it bores us. But here you need not do that pen paper thing and try to solve it. Of course it's all code, but you need to have a proper understanding that how it works, so that when you have a data set, you know which one is better to use. So guys, mean absolute error and mean squared error, as it is written on the screen, they are average of absolute differences. When it's taken, it is absolute error. When average of squared difference is taken, it is mean squared error. So just like the name says, absolute error, squared error, absolute differences, square differences. So that is how it is. So of course I will not bore you more. Let's directly dive into some code and see how we can also participate in ML Olympiad and how metrics are being calculated in ML Olympiad. So I won't say what we are using, because that calculation score, how winners are predicted, and all that's in the back end. But I'll give you one tip by which you can sort of crack it up. So guys, let's switch to Kaggle. I won't kind of like bore you more telling theory stuff, because to some people their math might not be mathing, and then their brain will not be braining. So let's directly see code. All right, so here is day 6 of ML Bootcamp. I will share it right away. I'll keep it public, so I'll share this version. I'll share the link of this notebook in the chat, guys, so that you can take it up and run parallelly. Just a minute. It is, this usually takes a bit of time. Also guys, for the people who are saying that it's a bit deep and we are not able to understand it, please go check the documentation, because you should be understanding it at one point. So basically, I'll give you a holistic approach. It is like we are using one particular metric for one particular type of data. So each metric has its own, what do we say, way to fine tune stuff and tell us what is the better accuracy. So once you go through the documentation and see which is better, you will understand. Or else uh, you can check others code who have already done something, maybe over GitHub or my code or somewhere on Kaggle, and see which one is the best to use which with which data. So that also will give you a nice sort of example on how you should be using which sort of metric. Okay, this should not usually take this much time. Let me see what's going on. It has been running since 125 seconds, which is a bit concerning. Okay, I think this is done. Okay, so guys, I'll share the link in the chat. Here you can go. Done. So guys, you can use this link, which is also on the screen, pinned on the screen, to uh, check out what we are going to do today. And you can also play around with the code, copy it, edit it, make a better version of it, or make a much what do we say, simpler version of it. Feel free to do whatever you want to do with that code. Experiment around, and whatever uh, would make you, what do we say, learn better, please do that. So guys, firstly, I'll quickly start explaining you guys the code. Import statements. Here I'm importing mnist and sequential, Adam, exactly what we did yesterday, exactly what we did yesterday and day before yesterday. So till here everything is the same. And of course our very beloved import TensorFlow as TF. So I'll firstly run this. Done. So here, just like we did yesterday, we are importing mnist dataset. And then what am I doing is I'm simply reshaping this because I got a reshape error earlier. So to fix that, fixing error, for fixing the error, I simply reshaped it. So firstly, I'll pre-process it. It is done. And here I'm simply, like, what do we say, training it. Here I loaded the data. Here I'm simply like, after doing a train test split, I'm simply training it. So the model which we are using is of course sequential, exactly what we did yesterday. So don't be worried about the model, don't be worried about the mnist dataset which we are doing. The main thing which we need is the metric. So guys, basically what we did, we took mnist dataset, we took the sequential model, we are simply now training it. Okay, so as you can see, one of five epochs have started. And also here, side by side, I'm evaluating the model on test data. So once I train it, I evaluate it, and I'll in deep tell you what each metric is doing and how the metrics are being calculated. I think it's already taken over here. Yep. So if anyone is not getting, you can put it in the chat. So basically, again, repeating this again, I did nothing. So I took mnist dataset, then I took a model sequential over it, exactly what we did yesterday. And here we'll be going a bit deep into the metrics. That's it, nothing more. All right. So after this, guys, hold on, because we've got like solid 10 minutes left for 10. So after this, what we'll do is we'll sketch an outline on how to make our next, like, how we'll be going to make tomorrow's project, which will also put it to production. All right, so here we go, this is done. And we've got 0.97 of accuracy with 0.07 of loss, so that's fine. uh let's, here what I'm trying to take is, here I'm using train and test data. So here I'm fitting the model over train data and validating it using test data over 10 epochs. Why am I doing this is because this is the whole, what do we say, um like, since point one, this is like the track of what has happened when the model was fit to this particular data. So basically what is happening here is I'm doing model.fit on this data while taking this as a validation data. So I hope you guys understand. So this is basically, what do we say, mm, I'm not figuring out the right word. Yeah, I'm not figuring out the right word. It's like, basically I've taken it history, because yeah, it is history of what has happened. So let me first run this so that all the epochs are run. So what this basically does is, um, it records the whole what do we say, the whole dot, like the whole dot fit, like I'm not able to put it in words, guys. um I'll tell you what it does later. So firstly, let's run the code. Really, my brain is not braining how to put this. uh just a minute. A lot of people are saying attendance link. Okay, just a minute, guys, let me check out with the attendance. So any of the volunteers, please put the attendance link in the chat. Our very beloved audience is asking. Okay, it is still running. So guys, the reason why am I taking 10 epochs over here is because we'll get more sort of data. So that's the reason I'm taking 10 epochs. Whoops. Until this runs, let me quickly grab something, guys. So until this runs, stay tuned. And also until this runs, somebody will be sharing that attendance link. So please do fill out that form. Okay, so this has successfully run, and as you can see, we have got 10 epochs from where the precision is 0.099, which is good. The recall is 0.099 again. Oracle accuracy is 0.98. Value loss is 0.10. So guys, the reason why we are so behind metrics is you need not what do we say, I mean, sorry, you would not be feeling happy if your model returns are wrong, or even a sort of what do we say, not satisfying answer, so not satisfying response. So that is the reason we need our model to be kind of perfect. So here, guys, what am I doing is I'm taking train loss, value loss, train accuracy, value accuracy, precision, recall. Exactly everything what we discussed, everything what we discussed previously, I'm taking all of them in a variable and plotting them. I'll basically show you what is happening inside that. What do we say more? Like what is happening inside that model? Key error. What is this key error? Where is this key precision? Okay, this was fine, right? Hmm, what's wrong? Let me run all of this stuff again. Also, guys, all the Kaggle notebook links, all the presentations link will be given at the end. At the end, as in tomorrow. Basically, tomorrow what we'll do is we'll put everything at a place and we'll give it. So, guys, yep. Let me unpin this. Just a minute, guys. I think the CPU is kind of heating up. So there's a very simple thing. I really don't know why this is happening. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, hold on for a minute. Okay, guys, you were saying attendance link. Here it is on the screen. So for all the people who are saying attendance link, spamming the chat, here you go. It is here. Okay, so all right, fine. So this is running. So till then, guys, till this runs, what I'll do is let me go back to the presentation and I'll show you. Okay, epochs are running. Yeah. Till then, let's go out and go to this thing and sketch out what will we do for tomorrow's project. So let me share the screen. Hmm. Okay, guys, let's go. Let's talk about some real stuff. So yeah, project. So what we'll do today. I mean, sorry, what will we do tomorrow is let me uh, view. Okay. All right. So guys, if this is clear, what we'll do is firstly, guys, there is something called as a front end. If you guys know the UI. So this is basically the screen. I'll fill this. Okay. So this is basically the screen where the user does some interaction. So this is the UI, which is called as a front end. This needs to be done in HTML and CSS, and React is JS is optional. Optional. So let's not do JS because a lot of people are not familiar. So this is the front end, and similarly there is something called as a backend, where all the operations happen. This should be done in either JS or Python. So here we'll take Python. The library is called as Flask. So this basically communicating some stuff uh, to the front end from our machine learning model. So there's like kind of the middleman. So there is another something called as our ML model. Just a minute, guys. Why is this not getting selected? Okay. So now this is our ML model. This is basically ML model. So which is also in Python. So what we should be doing is we should be making predictions here, and I'll tell you how to do this. We should basically feed input to the ML model from the front end. So I'll show you how this will happen. I'll put this in a nice format. Whoops. Okay, better. So basically what should this do is, let me connect an arrow to it. So this should feed input to the ML model. Oops, no text on this. Fine. Input. Once the UI gives input to it, what should happen is there should be one middleman who will send all these inputs to this. So there comes our backend part. So there should be one communication point. So basically input goes to the backend, and the backend sends this input back to the ML model. So this is how it happens. Okay, now this is the input. Now what does our ML model do? It simply like takes this input, does some predictions, and it will send the output back to the backend. So I'll tell you how this happens. Whoops, a bit over here. Input. Yep. Let me put this here. Okay, so this input will come over here. All right. So basically, this is how it happens. So this is nothing but input. Now what happens once this input goes in, some sort of processing happens. I'll add a type of shape or something of processing. Um, really can't find out where is that processing shape. Hmm. Anyways, let's say that some sort of processing happens with this input. Input is processed and a prediction is made. Will be all right. So input is processed and a prediction is made. So this happens in the ML model. So now the predictions should be again given out. They should be shown on the UI, right? So there should be some sort of mechanism for that as well. So what happens is, I'll tell you, this ML model again recommunicates with the uh, backend. It again recommunicates with the backend and sends the output. Okay. So now this output will be sent to basically what our machine learning which came from the machine learning model. So this output will be again sent back to the UI so that the user can see and understand that okay, so this is something which is basically happening, and the corresponding UI change will be done. Okay, guys, hold on for just another minute. I'll directly show you what are we going to do and all. Please try to understand this first, how the front end works and how the input goes in. So I'll be back in a minute. Just hold on for a while.
Hi people, I guess there is a network issue. We'll be back in 1 minute. We are checking it.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry for that. Also, guys, if you are asking the link to the Kaggle notebook, let me share it again. It was already shared. It is somewhere. Let me share it again. hmm Here you go. Save. Okay, so as we speak, guys, this is how usually a project works like. So till now, what we were doing is building ML models. So we need one sort of backend which could act as a middleman to send the input and the output from the ML model to the UI. UI is nothing but what we see on the screen. So basically what we need to do here is figure out what can we do. Let's say that we are simply predicting cars. So just like we did on day two or day three, I exactly don't remember. So on day two and three, what we were doing is entering the horsepower and number of seats, and basically it returns a type of the car. So I'll tell it in that way. So let's say that from the UI, step one is from the UI, let's say some of the user enters the what do we say, number of seats which we took in an array. So actually horsepower and then number of seats. I'll take NS. Just a minute. Let me drop the size of this. Okay, so this is the input. So now it should go to the ML model. Now directly how like what do we say, there should be some person who should be sending this to it. So what we will do is simply we'll use one thing called as pickling. So what pickling will do is convert this data into byte stream so that it could be easily passed on from this to the ML model. Now we will send this. ML model will like basically do its own prediction thing and all, and then return as an output. It will basically say the type of the car. So let me also tell that the output will be the type of the car. So if you guys don't remember what did we do on day 2 and 3, please go check out the previous videos. You will be definitely able to understand what am I doing now. Type of car. Okay. So this is our uh, output, which should be reflected on the front end. So let me put 8 to it. Yup. So this is something which should also be reflected on the front end. So what I'll do is, uh, I'll also use the same Flask model, sorry, I mean the Flask service to send the output to here so that this can be replaced, and again the UI sort of can be changed, and then sort of something text like this is a car of this type. So the output comes here, output type, something like this. So something like this would be our output, which should be reflected on the UI. So this is basically how the architecture should be of our ML model. So guys, um, tomorrow what we'll be doing is it is diabetes prediction. So let me tell you how that will be. So guys, the reason why a lot of you are saying lung cancer prediction and all, some much more advanced stuff, the reason why we are not doing that is because there is beginner level audience which we are serving. So that's why we are keeping it simple. So don't worry guys, I'll guide you through the whole project, and also this project is ready, you need not worry about it. And as we talk, this thing is ready. Let me show you the metrics because you guys are asking it, and also if somebody needs notes and all, I'll also share that at the end of the bootcamp. So I hope you guys got an overview of what we are trying to sketch. And yeah, this cell has been run. So let me show you what has actually happened. So guys, here basically the blue line is showing training loss, and the green or the orange line, whatever it is, it is showing the validation loss. So as you can see, per epoch, the training loss is decreasing because as the epochs are trained, what do we say, loss decreases, and what do we say, accuracy increases, but the validation loss is increasing because what do we say, we are using different kinds of predictors over here. So that is one thing. Also moving to accuracy, training accuracy and validation accuracy. So because the training loss has decreased over there, the training accuracy has increased. And also as you can see, these both curves are almost like what do we say, equal, not exactly but almost equal. As the loss decreases, like what do we say, accuracy also increased. So that is how you figure out what sort of accuracy should we get and what sort of metric should be used so that we can term a model is like good to use. So this is for training and validation accuracy. Moving ahead, here we go, this is for precision and this for recall. So just like uh, we talked about accuracy, precision and recall, these are the like different graphs for it. As you can see, firstly let's start with accuracy. Here there is 0.995, it started below 0.995 and slowly shot up, so the accuracy increased. But if we see in precision, it is much more, it definitely started from 0.9950, just like it started here 0.995, but it went way higher. It went up to 0.9975. There is one point where it touched above that. So this is what happens when you use a finer metric. So here in recall, it is like going above 0.995, but still it is like almost the same. So this is how you do different metrics and understand which one is the better one to use and which one is like more efficient. So that is what it is about. So guys, I'll share the link again, so that you guys can go play around with it, practice, and do a lot of other stuff. So here you go, here's the link again. And let me also share my screen and let me complete the overview of what we were trying to discuss, the project. So guys, basically what we'll do is I have a data set through which we can give some sort of input, like what do we say, whenever a sort of report comes, or let's say you have some data like your height, your weight, your BMI, all of that will be giving as input. So let's say basic data, or else let's say um, health data. We'll give a health data as input. So the machine learning algorithm will predict if the person is in the risk of having diabetes or not. So basically our ML model will do that. Input will be processed and a prediction is made if the user is in the risk of having diabetes or not. So this will happen, and then the output will be yes or no. Yes is the person is in the risk, or no. Yes or no. Yes is the person under the risk of having diabetes or not. Based on that, the output will be uh, shown. For example, output will be something like yes, you are in risk. Please go to a doctor, or something like yeah, no, you are healthy. It'll be something like that. So guys, this is already done by a lot of people on GitHub, and a lot of people have already deployed it, but I suggest you guys to st- uh, what do we say, pay some attention tomorrow as I go in details of this. I will firstly explain you how the machine learning model is built, and then using that model we'll try to connect it over the backend, and then we'll do it, what do we say, will followed by, what do we say, the backend will do the front end, so that the output and all can be reflected. Also guys, if you don't know how to do Flask, if you don't know how to do HTML CSS, that's totally fine. I'll give you some methods how you can generate code, and also simply copy paste code, that will work. But main thing behind this is putting our machine learning model to use. So that is how we are going to proceed tomorrow. So this is a bit of the overview of what we are going to do. And the reason why am I not using a very big project is, guys, because there are a lot of beginners and it will take a lot of time to explain. So that is the very reason I'm not taking a huge project. So after tomorrow we'll be having a closing ceremony, so where what do we say, we will probably do it over Google Meet, and we will like discuss one on one. You guys can unmute yourselves, talk, you guys can have a nice discussion. So that is what we'll be doing day after tomorrow. So guys, you need not worry if you still did not understand anything. We can recall every single thing, summarize every single thing which happened in 7 days, and make some good progress. So it is very normal if your learning curve is going in a wrong way. It can always be corrected, don't worry, but you need to have dedication and do a lot of practice. So if you didn't understand, you can anytime go back to our channel, see the previous classes, and make some notes, probably try to run the code, and uh, understand what has been happening. So guys, this is how is basically the overview of what we are going to do over the next day. So basically guys, that was it. Tomorrow let's put this overview to use and make a project. So what we'll do is make a front end, make a back end, and of course, we will definitely do the ML model. And then the very day itself, as we speak, I'll give you the GitHub repository of this so that you can fork the project and play around with it. So, guys, before leaving, please fill up the attendance form which is given in the chat. So I request any of our volunteers, Rakesh or Charishma, to put the link in the chat. So before leaving, please do fill it. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. So this is the time, guys. Go on. I'll be staying for another 20 good minutes. Okay, one person is asking, is Streamlit beginner friendly? Of course, Streamlit is beginner friendly, but depends on your use case, buddy. Why are you using Streamlit? So that depends on your use case. Also, guys, some people are asking, why am I not using Django? The reason why am I not using Django, because it is a very vast framework, and using that for a small thing is like it's gonna take a lot of time. So one person is asking, will you suggest any huge project? I really don't know what huge project should I suggest. If you would like to try doing any huge project, try to take up one problem from UNO's sustainability goals. There are SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. There are from that you can take any problem and see how ML or anything can be leveraged to solve that problem. See, projects can be done. They, if they are solving something, it makes sense. If I make a project and simply put it on my GitHub, put it on my portfolio, that is like my sort of practice, as you can see. But if it is solving any problem, and if it is even going 1% forward, and there are like people who are interested to work on it, making some advancements to it, then definitely that's going to make a different impact. That is like completely a different impact. So I suggest to you a very good thing, that is taking one problem which is existing, any SDG, any sustainable development goal, take up any one thing and see how you can leverage machine learning, how you can leverage any other technology to solve that problem. So solving is much more needed. So even if it is solving 1% of it, 2% of it, that's fine. It is progress, it is very good progress. Slowly you can move ahead, slowly you can make a team, take others, and also um, make some nice advancements to it. Over time you will kind of develop. Can you tell other references for learning ML? The best reference I can give for learning ML is documentation and practice. So that is the best, and the best of the best thing which I can suggest you. So another very good suggestion that I can give is do a lot of Kaggle. You can go to Kaggle. There are a lot of running competitions. There are courses in Kaggle. Literally, there are courses, one-on-one courses. So you can go do that. So that is a very nice thing. Do a lot of Kaggle. Be very proactive on Kaggle. You will be learning very good ML. So which ML library is a go-to for beginners? Scikit-learn or Scikit-learn is a very good thing for beginners. That's the very reason I chose it for one or two of my classes in this bootcamp. So that is a very good thing for beginners. Scikit-learn, and then followed by Scikit-learn, you can use any other library based on your uh, requirements. So one person is asking, open source contributions tips for beginners like GSOC, Hacktoberfest, etc. Practice is the main key, buddy. You have to keep practicing stuff. It is not about, just like I said before, it's not about making a project, putting it at one place. It is about making impact. So take up one project, one good enough project, take 4 or 5 people in it. Sit with your friends, brainstorm, and see how can you solve that problem. So let's say that we are in YouTube live, we are facing a problem that a lot of your questions are not being answered. So is there a way you can communicate, and is there a way you can do something, or else go to your college, see in your college what sort of problems are being faced and what sort of um, technology can be leveraged to solve it. That is the very reason GSOC and Hacktoberfest are organized. to learn open source and to solve problems. Okay, so somebody saying in the second cell itself, you're getting an error. So can you please share me the what do we say description of the error, description or some. Can you please share me the description or something, or maybe copy paste the error and put it in the chat so that I can see. Where can I learn AI? Okay, see, buddy, you can learn. If there is nothing like learning AI, you have to learn the basics first. Please start off with the basics. Even I'm not learning AI. I'm still learning ML. I'm still learning DL, so deep learning and ML. So once you learn ML and DL, that is like learning AI itself. So because uh, both of them are the subsets of AI. So first learn the basics, and if you're very very perfect in basics, then basically AI is nothing but it's like uh, machine learning and deep learning on a very large scale, solving very huge problems. So you say chat gpt is a AI model. It is nothing but a large language model. So it is like, what do we say, uh, something on a very large scale. It's some deep learning on a very large scale, that's it. So a person is asking any roadmap for ML, how to go from zero to one level in MLC. First, first and the foremost thing is learn. Uh, See, I can tell you in two steps. Number one, learn supervised very well, then learn unsupervised very well. So, once you learn these both things very good, make a chart, make a list. How many algorithms come under supervised? Regression comes under supervised, classification comes under supervised. Make a sub list in that. How many algorithms come under regression? Logistic, linear, SVR, OLS ridge regression, then a lot of other regressions. Then go to what do we say, classification. How many sub what do we say, algorithms in that. So one by one, one by one, learn it by applying them somewhere. Applying in the sense like take up a project, take up a data set, and try to apply classification to it. That is how you will become very very better. So just like I said, make a chart in that, write supervised, unsupervised, semi supervised, or or something like that. Make sub lists. Start making a lot of sub lists to that. Make a sub list saying that regression, classification comes under supervised and something else comes under supervised. Then what do we say, clustering and k-means, all of these things comes under unsupervised. So again, sub lists of that, what all algorithms are there, what all plugins are there. So as you progress, you'll get to learn. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Okay, is it better? Yamini is asking, is it better to learn ML practically through libraries? Should I study algorithms and then walking through the? Firstly, you have to learn theory. Firstly, see, it is very good to learn practically, but you should know what is happening behind the model. So, firstly, see what regression does in, like, see, normally you can do it on using pen and paper itself. You can take some data, you can make a nice graph and simply draw a line, just like what we did yesterday. I think we did regression yesterday. We built a regressor, right? Yes. So we built a regressor yesterday. So firstly, what I did is I simply used a graph to visualize stuff without using any code. So that was theory. So first you try to learn the theory part of it, understand it, then go to code, and you'll be able to understand how to fix that. How to, I mean, like fit, how to fit that right piece of the puzzle in the right place. Okay, guys, it's almost 10:30, so I'll try to end stuff over here. So it was very very good having you guys. So tomorrow happens to be the last day of the boot camp, which um of course it's a bit, what do we say, sad to see you guys go. But tomorrow what we'll do is simply build a nice project, and tomorrow it will be completely hands on. I won't bore you guys with the presentations. And also, uh, if you have any other problems, any other errors, please do join our community chat. So guys, please, any of the volunteers, put the community chat link in the description. You can uh, join the doubts and what was it called, as doubts and questions group. There is a separate group for doubts and questions. You can join that and ask your question there. Definitely you will be answered. So guys, I'll ask any of the volunteers to share the community chat link so that these people can join and ask their questions in the doubts and questions channel. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. I hope you had a very resourceful session. There is the community link in the chat. Please join the community, and if you have any questions, you can ask there. So it was very good to cater you guys to. I hope that I made a bit of impact, a bit of impact. So guys, tomorrow we'll start doing a project, and I'll let you know how to proceed further with the basic knowledge which you got from this boot camp. So I hope it was a very good session, guys. See you tomorrow.